Welcome back, folks. As far as your day went, a lot of sunshine out there. We started to see some clouds push in late in the day as expected, and we are dealing with a partly to mostly cloudy sky depending on where you are in the Midlands as we take a look at SkyWatch SatRad. This is over about the last 6 hours. What about the conditions out there? Well, I'm going to slide off screen as we take a look at our exclusive SkyWatch WeatherBug network, and we're going to start with the beautiful Christmas display that they have in Newberry from our Opera House camera, looking currently at the community hall and the community Christmas tree that they have with the 5,000 lights on it. Beautiful display. I said it last night. I'll say it again probably every night. You need to go up there and take a look at this gorgeous display in downtown Newberry. Taking a look now at a live shot from Ferry Chevrolet on our WeatherBug camera, and we're looking across the street at the hospital Christmas tree. Couldn't really zoom it in anymore, but you can see the light display there. Seeing a lot of festive lights all across the Midlands. 51 degrees in Orangeburg, 62 was the high temperature. More locations as far as what we saw today with that beautiful sunset in Ferry Chevrolet. That allowed these temperatures to get into the 60s. Now taking a look at more locations across the Midlands, where it's 48 in Rock Hill, and as you take a look now at Pillion, 40 degrees, 42 in Ridgeway, and Heathwood Hall at 42 degrees as well. Highs today in the 60s for everyone, and that was a nice warm-up for the 20s and 30s we dealt with this morning. The bigger picture, when we spoke last night, this green was mainly around Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Well, now it includes the Mid-South region, and it's going into the Tennessee River Valley region as well. We're starting to see some of these 60s in there, and it's going to continue to push closer towards the Palmetto State, bringing some changes for the final day of fall and the first day of winter, making it feel more like spring. Taking a look at one of the maps we showed you last night, this is a temperature breakdown. Warmer air mass is the brighter colors here, and the cooler shades indicating the cooler air mass. And you've got the jet stream, the strongest winds in the upper parts of the atmosphere that are acting as that dividing line. Cooler air north of it, warmer air south of it. And take a look at the breakdown as we roll through the next 48 hours. We're talking about some pretty dark shades indicating some warm temperatures. How about close to 80 degrees? In fact, part of the weekend, it would not surprise me if the thermometer in your car, those bank thermometers around town, show that 80-degree reading. But it comes at a price. There is some moisture that's associated with the cold front, bringing snowfall currently to parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota, and it's bringing some rainfall throughout parts of the Midwest. That's going to bring the chance of thunderstorms. Very unusual for this time of year, but they are in the forecast heading into the weekend. You've got the cold front, we've got the warm air, you've got the cooler air, you get all that colliding, and it can give you the potential for some stronger thunderstorms. In fact, tomorrow we likely could see some severe thunderstorms throughout parts of the Central Plains into the Mid-South region, and I'm not going to rule out the potential of a stronger storm or two here going into, with the timing of it now, late Sunday night. So you're looking good Friday, and I'm going to go on and say Saturday is actually going to be okay, a little breezy before things start to get a little stormy on Sunday, which we'll talk about in the 7-day. 37 will be the low temperature tonight, so near normal for this time of year. A light southerly wind expected that turns more south-southwesterly and picks up some at 5 to 15 going into the day on Friday. The last full day of winter, but nowhere close to the seasonal 57. How about 70 for a high on your Friday? Partly cloudy out there. And then as we look at your 7-day forecast, winter beginning Saturday with a temperature of 75. The front has slowed down some, so I'm going to hold the rain chances off until Saturday night. Sunday, by Sunday afternoon, could see some thunderstorms. And then we start to see temperatures dropping Monday as the rain comes to an end. The front pushes through. So as Santa makes his rounds, you may want to make sure that the milk you leave out, you may want to warm it up. You may be a little cold that night because it's going to be pretty chilly across the Midlands Tuesday night into Wednesday morning with those 20s, but
relatively
still
speaking,
got the sunshine. True, I mean, you know, you
lives in the
have
North
to
Pole.
remember he lives in the North Pole,
Right.
but you have to adapt to each region he goes
That's
to.
right.
So for us, 20s are cold.
Okay, I would just say okay. Loving the 70 degrees though.
You know, I have a feeling that for those that do not have tomorrow off, there's going to be a lot of
I think it's probably just us.
I'm so sick.
I think the rest of the world has tomorrow plus the rest of the week off next
Yeah.
week. So
yeah,
Okay.
most likely everybody's going to be making that last dash for holiday games. I'll tell you what though, now is a good time to do it because temperatures
Yeah.
aren't bad out there. You don't have to worry about rain. You just got to worry about mad drivers.
I'm
Yes.
just glad to see it cooling down for Christmas. It just doesn't seem like Christmas if it's too hot.
A He'll say that's debatable.
Well, you know, Daryl.
Mr. Los Angeles.
Mr.
Depends on where you're coming from.
Yeah. See, Santa depends on where you're coming from.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to adapt.
Well, still to come tonight.